Lesson 15, Reverse Charge Mechanism, RCM. In this chapter, we will discuss about reverse charge mechanism. Basically, if you have purchased goods from an unregistered dealer, then you need to pay tax under RCM. Apart from buying goods from unregistered dealer, there are certain other cases, like there are certain services that fall under compulsory RCM. For example, services taken from a lawyer, or you have taken any freight services. In this case, whether the services taken are from a registered dealer or from unregistered dealer, tax needs to be paid by the recipient under the reverse charge mechanism. Also, if you have taken services from a foreign company, then also you need to pay tax under RCM. So in this chapter, we will discuss about entering RCM transactions, then raising tax liability, paying RCM to the government, and then claiming RCM, that is input tax, from the government, or we can say it RCM to regular adjustment. So first of all, we'll start with entering RCM transactions. You can enter RCM transactions like other normal transactions using payment, journal, or purchase voucher. So here, first of all, we are starting with a payment voucher. We are going to transactions, payment, add option, specify the voucher series, voucher date. Here we are taking the GST nature as RCM expense. Then we are debiting the freight charges. This means we have taken freight services from a company. Now, whether you have taken these services from a registered dealer or from unregistered dealer, this doesn't matter. Freight charges falls under compulsory RCM services, so you need to pay tax under RCM. When you open this account in modify mode, you can see its tax category as services 5%, ITC eligibility input services, and RCM nature as compulsory. So this is the configuration of freight charges account. Next, specify the amount, and then we are crediting the cash account. Click save button to save the voucher. Next, we are entering a journal voucher. We are going to journal, add option, specifying voucher series, date, GST nature we are taking as RCM expense, and here we are debiting the server hosting space account, which means we have taken server hosting space from a company, and that company is a foreign company, that is, it does not belong to your country. For example, if we are in India, then this is a company which is outside the territory of India. We are opening this account in modify mode. Here you can see its tax category as services 18%, ITC eligibility input services, and RCM nature is service import. So such type of services also falls under RCM. Specify the amount, and then we are crediting the party account, that is the party from which we have taken these services. Click save button to save the voucher. Next, we are entering a purchase voucher. We are going to purchase, add option, specifying series, date, voucher number, purchase type. Here we are taking as LGST unregistered RCM. If you open this purchase type in modify mode, you can see its taxation type as unregistered RCM. Next, select the party, material center, ITC eligibility we are taking as input services, and under reverse charge we are selecting the compulsory option, as we are entering this voucher for the legal counseling we have received or we have taken from a law firm, and legal counseling or legal services fall under compulsory RCM. Next, we are selecting the item. Here we are taking the item as legal counseling. If you open this item in modify mode, you can see the purchase account here is legal expense account, and we have not taken the purchase account. This is how we create items for RCM. In this bill, there is no need to apply any bill sundry, and click save button to save the voucher. Next, we will discuss how you can view RCM payable reports and check post consolidated RCM payable. That is, in simple words, we can say we are raising a tax liability. So we are going to transactions, GST miscellaneous utilities, check post consolidated RCM payable option. Then we are selecting the monthly basis option. We are specifying the month. Here we have taken the month as April. Then you can specify yes in the next field if you want to round off the tax amount. And on the screen you can see an RCM payable monthly basis window is appearing, which is showing all the three vouchers that we have just entered, like one is payment voucher, journal voucher, and the purchase voucher. Here you need to press the F4 key to post consolidated RCM payable voucher. In the window, you can see it's showing the total liability, liability posted, and pending liability. Since we have not yet posted any voucher, so it's showing all the amount as pending liability. On pressing the F4 key, a generate consolidated RCM payable voucher window is appearing. Here you need to specify the voucher series, voucher date for the journal voucher which will be posted, and then you need to specify the IGST, CGST, SGST payable RCM account. We are taking these accounts as IGST, CGST, SGST output RCM accounts, and these accounts are created under the account group duties and taxes. These are basically our tax accounts. Then you need to specify the IGST, CGST, SGST input available RCM account, and we are taking the same accounts IGST, CGST, SGST input available RCM accounts, and these accounts are created under the account group current assets. Then click save button to post a journal voucher. Here Busy is asking that you want to post a journal voucher. Yes, click the yes button, and on the screen you can see a journal voucher in which IGST, CGST and SGST output RCM accounts are credited, and IGST, CGST, SGST input available RCM accounts are debited. On clicking the save button in the voucher, a reverse charge liability window will appear which is showing complete details. Here you can click the generate RCM invoice number button to generate the invoice numbers. In case of compulsory services, invoice number is provided by the supplier only, and you are not required to generate the invoice number for compulsory services. Next, Busy is asking, do you want to print tax invoice for RCM? We are clicking the yes button, and you can see on the screen a tax invoice for RCM showing complete tax details. Next, in the window you can see it's showing the liability postage as the same amount for which we have posted a journal voucher. Next, we will be making a RCM payment to the government. That is the liability we have just raised. We will now make a payment to the government and see how you can make an entry in Busy. So for this, we'll go to transactions, payment, add option, specify voucher series, voucher date. Here we are taking the GST nature as GST payment to government. We are debiting the CGST, SGST, IGST output RCM accounts, and then we are crediting our bank account. On clicking the save button, a GST payment details window will appear in which you will select the GST payment type as RCM payment, specify the period ending date, that is the period for which you are paying the RCM, and click save button to save the voucher. Next, we will be posting an entry for adjusting RCM input to regular tax payable. In other words, you can say you can adjust it to regular tax payable. So for this, how you will make an entry? We'll discuss that. We'll go to journal add option. Here we will select the GST nature as GST tax adjustments. We will debit the CGST, SGST, IGST input account, and we will credit the CGST, SGST, IGST output RCM accounts. So click the save button. On clicking the save button, a GST adjustment details window will appear in which we'll select the GST adjustment type as RCM to regular adjustment. Then we'll specify the period for which we are making the adjustment and click save button to save the voucher. In this chapter, we have discussed that how you can enter transactions for RCM, then raise tax liability, pay RCM to the government, and then adjust it to regular tax payment. At the end of the chapter, we have provided certain exercise. You can view the exercise on screen and attempt it. Hope after going through this chapter, you would be able to easily enter RCM entries in Busy. Thanks for watching. For more videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel.